Hi everyone, my name is AstroKerrie and I have just gotten back from Melbourne, Australia, where I went to SWORDCRAFT, which is the biggest LARP in Australia. Yeah, and it was awesome, yes. So I have some footage here and I'm going to be talking a little bit about my time. And yeah, so the next few bits of footage is us getting there and the first few hours, and yeah. Enjoy.
It's raining and it was so hot and sunny yesterday, so
it was pretty comfy.
Yeah, Charles would say it's perfect beach weather.
Dude, it was hella toasty. Like me and
beach weather.
Me and fucking
Beach
Roy.
so these guys, it's their first SWORDCRAFT, so they have to do like a introduction noob training. Yeah, so even though they are not noobs, they have all LARPed before, but they need to be brought up to speed of the SWORDCRAFT rules.
I'd say Beauty's a noob.
I don't know.
I'm a massive noob.
He's the best kind of noob.
Oh.
We've done the morning ceremony, which was we all wake up and do each other's war paint, get into character, all that kind of stuff. I'm breaking it now because I'm filming, but whatever.
Immersion.
Sorry for all of your immersions.
Friendo, what's that arcane device you hold in your hand?
Dwarven technology.
SWORDCRAFT is the biggest LARP in Australia, though many would argue that it is more of a battle game than a LARP. It's a bit hit and miss with roleplay, but you'll find plenty of combat. So. Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers of people that were there, but I think it got I think they had 500 pre-sales, so I think you could say there's probably about 600 or so people there. It is a predominantly PvP game, but there are some elements of PvE. You basically have 5 major camps and factions within the camps, and you have to capture each other's flags and have a great big battle at the end. This year, this is the second time I've been over there. I am in a warband, which we're called Zatland. We are, I guess, like a tribal group of people. We wear lots of aquas, maroons and golds and lots of feathers. Zatland, last time we were at the game, we did not join a faction. We were unaligned. It was quite fun. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed being able to just walk around and pick and choose who we wanted to fight alongside of, particularly because we were new, we didn't know anyone there, and it was good for us because it meant that we could make friends and decide on the day who we wanted to fight with. This game, however, the rules were changed up a bit that we had to join a faction, so we joined Black Camp. The idea is that we have scaffolding at the front of each camp and we build walls and doors, and you can siege each other and take each other's flags. Yeah, so I think on the Friday night we actually managed to, alongside of gold, get everyone's flag except for red, and we're all sitting in gold camp eating and drinking and having all the flags behind us, and that was pretty fun. That didn't last very long though. I think blue spent the rest of the weekend sieging gold, just getting all the flags back, so that was pretty funny. I think one of the most enjoyable times of the game was the goat riders, and they were positioned right at the front of our camp, so if anyone walked past they could see them and harass them for being on their lawn. So I think it started off as a little bit of a joke of "get off my lawn," you know, yelling at the kids, but then they managed to find a large patch of AstroTurf and it legitimately became a turf war. We had it at the front of the camp. We'd yell at anyone who walked past, we'd kill anyone who walked on it, and then Blue Camp started stealing it in the night, so we had to siege Blue Camp to get the lawn back. And honestly, all of us cared more about the lawn than we did about our flag, so I really think that was what united Black Camp in the end.
Get off the lawn! Hold the lawn! Hold the lawn!
Long live lawn.
No one is allowed on the lawn, but Blue have made it their quest to steal their lawn. Unbelievable.
They have no respect for lawn. They leave. Northmen shit on our lawn, self-combust. That is all that remains.
They leave logs on lawn. Defied our lawn.
King laid a deuce on our lawn.
How do we grow goats with no lawn?
No lawn. Poor goats.
They've even put string around their lawn. Just a little fence. And anyone who tries to walk outside a black camp, well, they get harassed because they've got to get off your lawn, right?
Yes. Special lawn. Special lawn. Love lawn.
Remember, but cultivated lawn, our lawn. All our
I love lawn.
Let it out.
I love lawn.
Yeah, so we did some golem hunting. We captured a few prisoners and locked them in the chicken cage, which was Chaos's little prison.
Oh fuck, it's chaos.
I've changed my mind. Cut my heart out.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This is a very comfy house.
Oh shit. Oh god.
Oh shit! You broke our prison, you bastard.
So he's trying to get his gun.
You're trying to get any of them.
I'm a firm believer in finding your own fun at LARP. It's not the organizer's job, really, to make everything for you. I mean, sure, like, they pick the location and they set up the world and everything around it, but at the end of the day, you can either go to LARP and sit around your campfire and wait for someone to bring the fun to you, or you can use your imagination and go out there and find your own fun. In that sense, Swordcraft is definitely a game that you need to be able to find your own fun. There were some really cool things set up in the guild. You could go to the guild hall and find some mini quests and stuff like that to go find. And I did actually help NPC for a small thing for one of the other warbands. I believe they're a new group called the Golden Lions, and one of the organizers asked me to NPC for that. That was actually super fun. I NPC'd as this pregnant villager called Emily, and they were going to sacrifice me because their oracle had told them that my child would grow to be this great evil, and little ignorant Emily followed them into the woods. Basically, I played this ignorant woman who thought that they were going to use my baby as luck for their ritual, and they promised that the baby wouldn't be harmed, and I followed them. I must have followed them about 10-15 minutes into the bush, and the whole time, like, I knew that they were going to try to kill me, but like, I was really playing it up. Like, as we were walking, I was like, oh, I've already named the baby, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a boy, oh, his name's Harry, oh yeah, my husband and I, we're really in love, we're really happy, and just really rubbing it in that they shouldn't kill me and that they should feel bad for murdering me and my baby. And it ended up working because as we were walking, we were very far out, and I was like, oh dear, oh, we're a long way from town. It'd be really bad if any of us hurt ourselves. No one would hear us screaming. And one of the guys ended up just being like, oh, fuck this, and gave me a knife and was like, look, I think the guy leading us means to hurt you and your child, so use this dagger to protect yourself. And I was like, oh, I'm literally wearing like a peasant dress and like a pillow stuffed up underneath my dress, and I've got a dagger. I don't know what the fuck they think I'm gonna do against this like 5 or 6 armed up knights. And anyway, so we kept walking, and the guy leading them, Phil, he's like, run Emily, they're going to kill you. And I was like, oh, so I like fled back into the forest wobbling around, and I had my dagger, and I was like, oh, and then they killed him. And then they turned around and they're like, look, we mean you no harm, we mean you no harm, you know, we gave you the dagger, obviously we don't want to hurt you. And I was like, okay then. And they're like, will you be alright to go back to town? And I was like, oh, I might get lost. So one of them had to like walk me back to town, and yeah, it was pretty funny. So I ended up getting paid 4 silver for that, which is a lot of in-game current. Like that's a lot in-game, and all because they didn't murder me, and I thought they were going to. So thank you, Golden Lions, for not killing me. That was really good. The other things about Swordcraft I really liked was things like the Tavern. The Tavern was quite fun. They had quite cheap drinks, and the people working behind there are very entertaining. Mostly pirate based, and they're very, very fun to have some banter with. There was a warm fire, which is really nice because it's fucking cold.
And we're just
Worship potent liquids for days.
yeah.
So I guess if I was going to explain Swordcraft to anyone who wanted to go, it is very much a battle game. There is a little bit of role playing, but don't expect it from everyone. You will find a few people willing to kind of roll with you with a few things, but for the most part it's pretty broken, the role play. On the other hand, if you do enjoy rolling with large warbands and sieging people and stealing their money on the road, then yeah, I think you'll have a lot of fun in Swordcraft. There are a lot of really great characters as well, like a lot of people who put a lot of work into their outfits. Checkers is one that comes to mind.
Get out of here! As a headless corpse, and fought the town.
Yo.
Rise! Move along if you.
Oh, hello, I'm Crone.
Crone.
My name's Crone.
You're gonna go knit?
Yeah, absolutely. Got my knitting. Gonna go over to Gold Camp, do some knitting.
Oh, good. Well, maybe I'll meet you over there.
Probably because Gold Camp's the one that's, well, everyone's gonna go fighting, and, well, it's gonna be an interesting watch. And, I mean, if they really need me to fight, well, I've got a, got me nano bag. It's got 15 fireballs in it, so technically I'm a walking siege weapon.
A nano with a bag full of fireballs.
Absolutely. Exactly. I'm a walking, talking siege weapon because I move bloody slowly, but get in my way. All right, I'll get you.
Avaland, I really enjoy Avaland as a warband.
Right face! Not very long. At the right time, not the about face. And your drill.
I had a pretty amazing time. I do love going to Melbourne. Melbourne is my favourite city. And there are a lot of fantastic people that I enjoy playing with at Swordcraft. So really it's an excuse for me to go hang out with some more friends. So positive things about Swordcraft is if they keep the venue, it is a stunning venue. We must have seen, I saw 2 wombats, a koala, heaps of wildlife. It is just such a beautiful spot.
I feel like I need like a spider web stick. Knock knock.
Undead wombat.
This is my...
Get off the fucking lawn.
Get off the fucking lawn.
So I really hope that they get that same place again because it was really nice. The Tavern is great. There's a hot fire, great people working there with good attitudes. The town was a lot cooler this time. There was a lot of cool things to interact with.
Citizen, ask your local guards if you need to be executed. I don't know, I lost it.
There's a fish in a bucket.
Hey, fish in a bucket.
So yeah, Swordcraft. It is in Melbourne, Australia. If you want to join them, there is 2 Facebook groups. There is the Swordcraft official page, and then there is an unofficial page. I recommend that if you are planning on going and you want to ask more questions, you go to the Swordcraft unofficial, because you're more likely to get the response that you want, because they try to keep the actual page for just more important information. The unofficial is more like a open chat tavern. Yeah, I'll put the links to those LARPs down, to the LARP, yeah, in the thing. If you had any other questions, put them in the comments as well. I'm happy to answer them. I'm very tired now, and I want to go sleep for a week. I do have a lot more footage as well, so if you're in any of the footage that I have and you wanted to see the full clip, let me know and I can send it to you. And yeah, thank you very much for watching.